Right, let's do something. Hi guys, how you doing? Alright. Let's have a quick look at this, shall we? So we're going to do some boring stuff today, chores and things, but we can answer some questions as we go along. Let's see where we are at the moment. Start the weekend, so it's good. Herculean, got one round to do on that one. Hunter game, a little bit to do on that one. Oh, quite a bit to do on that one there. Hidden depths, a little bit to do on that as well. Daily to sort out. What else have we got? I think the FM's done. Yeah, looks like it. Things all finished. Yeah, nothing left in there. That's good. Right, okay. We'll have a bit of music as we go along, shall we? See how it goes. If it's too loud, just let me know. Help to pass the time. So then, let's finish this last one off first. It's Herculean. Got a couple more Hydra build tokens and get that last bit of charge. That'll be good. Crunchy, it's Friday. We like the weekends. There's another TLC starting tonight, I think. Oh no, it's some co-op targets start today, I think. See the bottom corner of the screen, bottom left, you can see there's a blueprint on offer, definitely for the boom, which is not surprising considering it's a drab and boring brown colour. It does need a bit of spicing up. Destined to get a skin, that was. Not a must to have, it's not going to improve the ship at all. Early rounds always nice. We'll see how the lag picks up as we get further through the day and more people get home and get logged on. Always find that quite interesting. Seven rounds this one, isn't it? Mastery round. I'm sure 2 are identical as well. These two at the bottom and we're done. So these fangtooths, I mean there's a fangtooth TLC to do, but I'm not sure if I'm going to bother. I might do. I'm quite content with these. Got a good split of Delirium and Nightmare Torps. They're quite quick, so... Okay, there's round one. Ah, yes, this one. Slightly. Can't get it all perfect every time though. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool, that's that one. Nice and straightforward. No strong damage. Ah, right, yeah, so top left first of this one. Stronger now. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? Alright. Just getting through this mastery round of the last mastery round for some more tokens for the Hydra. 7 isn't 7, so this is the third of 7, I think. Which is a pain, isn't it? Because the last one, obviously, you've got to already have some hunters to get through it. So far, so good. Lag's not bad. Back to work, eh, mate? Blimey. I'm chilling now. That's me. Weekend off, so I'm happy. I mean, it's only 3 PM here, UK, so. AM, is it? Blimey. So you must be East Coast. Dino, yeah. 10 AM, 5 hours, yeah. Oh, down in the UK as well, yeah. Working on Saturdays. Stop that. Oh, Canada. Oh, right, okay. Same time zone, though, isn't it? Ontario. Still chilly then. Yeah, it's not too bad here. It's quite, yeah, it's average. UK average is normally raining and just above freezing this time of year, which is about on par. Oh, I hate these ones that are caught in the cage, they're like pain. Keep moving around till you actually hit something. There we go. So we've had some interesting changes this week in the game. The guns on top of the OPs have, I'm not saying they've gained power, but they seem to have had been revitalised, haven't they? So by the sounds of it, it seemed like the problem with the siege battery, which the retrofit hadn't been working for, or hadn't been registering for some reason. Retrofitting was working, but it wasn't actually correlating on the ship itself. But in doing that, they noticed that the siege battery was affecting the OP gun, and you're not supposed to boost it or counter it. So they've taken that away as well, which means now actually things like the Gatling gun, the first one that was on there before we had the big ballistic cannon, is viable again, which is interesting. Caught a few people out already, I've noticed this week. People panicking with King's Ritz and it sort of ties in quite nicely, I suppose, with the fact they put that armour in the tier 4 of FM. Can't stock it all up, obviously, on some of the ships, but you can count a little bit. At least one good thing is, I suppose, the OP cannons, we know the damage output or something. It's actually written on the damn thing, so... Hello, who's that? Mickey H. Number 4. No fangs, no hunters. Ooh, not a good position to be in. Then again, you know, we've all got to start somewhere. Remember I first started and it was terrible. Although one of the TLCs can be done with Tide Seekers here, definitely, and Hell Race. So you could have a play with that, I suppose, later on, couldn't we? Oops. Not the Buckies. No, this is. I don't think that's kicked in yet. Is it the Buccaneer one? I'm just generally doing chores because it's Friday and I'm bored. So I thought I'd knock off some of the last ones. This is at the moment the last round of the mastery for the Hydra tokens. Get this out of the way. If the Bucky one kicks in, we can have a look at it. So yeah, fangs are locked behind the PBX, but PBX you can get to that by using Tide Seekers if you've got them. It can be done. People, although they look like these targets, the damage levels are much lower. I saw a couple of people doing them with Tide Seekers, so should be possible. Of them. So this is the one where it does like the same thing twice. I'm sure it's the same level target twice. I think they've made a mistake because last time there was a different one. You've got tides. Oh good, Daniel. Right, so you can get to it, mate. I think I've got to go through that myself, so I think I can demo that. I don't know how much damage the tide takers take, but I'm pretty sure. You know, they can design the targets obviously, but they can adjust the damage threshold. So, I mean, it's for an older TLC, and it's a TLC to get this this sub. So, and like you said, to get to the PBX, that's the best thing, because once you get to that, then you're sort of laughing. But I do think they released the TLCs in the wrong order. Should have done that one first for the submarines, then the hunter one, and then this one last. Because to be honest, to do well in the FM as we want both fleets, and you need then the hunter and these submarines to be able to get to the mastery round of this. So we're all a little bit ass about the face. Oh, that was a bit lazy of me, wasn't it? is. Right. I wish at the top on these TLCs, like it says that Reaver level 19, why doesn't it just say round 4, number 6 or something like that? Or 4 of 6 or 5 of 7. And the countdown timer for the whole of the TLC would be nice. Obviously this when you get to the 1 hour. So you check. I think the next one's identical, unless it's just that they're harder to kill. I don't know. We'll have a look. Busy in the sector now. People are coming home. So that's 4, 5. Yeah, 6 is the S target, and then obviously 7 kicks across for the S target for hunters. I think 4 and 5 are identical. Let's see. I reckon this week's game update ran smoothly, didn't it? Not. A few issues, a few things popped up. An extra gate seemed to pop up for building defense in the base, and then all of a sudden it disappeared again and people started researching it and locked themselves out of the game, and then for some reason these subs went into retrofit lab. And then those that had clicked on it and seen it quickly decided that for some reason it rolled back, and then they couldn't get to their ships, and they ended up having gunboats. I know a lot of people have been recovered, but it's been done on a case-by-case basis, so I'm not sure how they're doing that. But tricky, especially when you've got these TLCs on that are important. People can't get to their ships. It's slightly frustrating. It's the same again, isn't it? I'm sure. They're just hard to kill. Welcome to the time. It's been too difficult to do. I think they put the wrong one in. There are plenty more to choose from. Shot that a bit early. Scourge TLCs are not the most exciting things to watch, are they? At least this way you can see the submarines. Okay, one more to go, which will be the S target from the previous one. Get rid of that. Oops, back off there. This one. Fire pulls in the right place. Go this time. Normally go up in there and trigger them. I'll do it this way. Let's take some splash that's anything. Oh no, got away with it. Okay, one more. What's my take on stopping the onslaught? I'm fighting fire with fire. I'll show you in a minute. We'll finish this round, and I've got to go back in and pick up the hunters. We can do some replays if you want to. I don't want to embarrass anybody that's attacked my base, because some people have got in. So I've been working on the base defence, but I've sort of fought fire with fire. Now I've put in one onslaught. I've got two hopes. I've got a courage and the Omni at the moment. The good thing about the Omni, it's got a slowdown effect, I like it. It's really, really good. I've just loaded up my countermeasures, but you can actually put sort of... Basically my plan is slow everything down as much as possible, catch them in the trap, use lots of cold snap. You know, just do everything you can to time them out. But actually, with the fact that cannons now are much stronger again, all the openings, we can, by slowing them down, it gives the ballistic cannon quite a good chance to fire at a good rate of knots. It's like 1 every 12 seconds, I think. But we can look for base defence, I don't mind. We'll just get this put to bed first, because we're on timelines, aren't we? How long have we got? 27 minutes. We're halfway through, just over halfway through, so... Yeah, lockdowns, I've put 4 lockdowns on mine, but also I put the... it wasn't working too well, but it seems to be working okay. I've used the other rocket that came out the other day, which prevents reload as well. So how's that from volume? Is that better? That might be better. Not sure. Didn't have the microphone turned too loud then. Should be better now. It's difficult because the game's chat's on a different screen, so I have to sort of like keep looking. Ah, it's better. Good. Okay. Super, that's okay. Yeah, I've turned the music down a bit and the mic up a little bit, so it's just a case of getting the balance right. So we'll knock out this S target, get it done. We've got half an hour, so we've got plenty of time. Or just under half an hour. So not teaching anyone to suck eggs, but obviously once you start a TLC, so long as you don't exit the last round, even if the timer's about to go out, if you've only got 5 seconds left, so long as you complete the target, you'll still get the final points. A lot of people think you've got to do it within the hour. No, you've got to start the final target within the hour. So don't be overly concerned on clock watching too much. Like this one's a 15-minute target, so you can actually go an hour and 14:50 if you want to. It's not quite as restrictive as you think. Right, yeah, so omnis are quite interesting. Oh, interesting. Who's that calling? 2 seconds. Arm of the Megatrons, yeah, I did the same thing. I'm not sure if it helped. I put one of each on my Megatrons as well. I think in my head it's helped. I don't know if it actually physically has helped. I had someone come and hit my poor Mega the other day. And mine's level 310. But hey. 310? 3, I think that's something like that. Wall plating. Ah, right, okay. Not just deflection then. Not much of a Mega player, I must admit. I just use it mostly for the, obviously the VXP tokens. I think Kickstarter have outdone themselves on tokens this week. The laydown of the TLCs isn't as possibly as good as it could have been, but the tokens are certainly nice. Can't complain about them. Yeah, good point. So, yeah, if the new armor has a 360 bypass, well, the 360 is that's the minimum bypass, isn't it, on the Omni? Each sort of hull gets a bypass. Is interesting. All those figures that GDR was pushing out are all retrospective and sort of generally notional, but they're going to get to the stage pretty soon, hopefully, that they're going to put the actual bypass figures on everything that's buildable. We'll see. That's the plan. Right, let's pick these off. How long have we got left? Let's just double check. What does it say? We've got 20 minutes left, so... Okay. 1:45. Lockheed engineers are jealous. Yeah, it's funny that. 6-0 map is certainly special. I'll have to refresh them a minute. Start just jump around a little bit. Well, this is the last round for subs, so doesn't matter too much with hunters, does it? They get slashed whatever happens. Jumpy, jumpy. Can't really work out where the flipping sub is. I hate it when it's like this. Oh well, could have been worse, I suppose. Running out of room there, though. Right, what are we left with? Cluster there. Try and draw him back up towards us. We'll finish his sucks over, do a bit, something a bit more interesting. So there's a group of 2 hidden up there, isn't there? There you go, for looking at the wrong screen. Huge amount of lag, look at the wrong screen, it's strange. Right, got away with that considerably well. The sub's got it though. Oh no, not too bad. So there's one down here somewhere. turns in. Thought it would be. Come along, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. That's it. That'll do. Right, okay. Let's go pick up some hunters. Get those out of the way. Tell you what we'll do for this one here. We'll just we'll refresh, I think. Just bear with me a second. Yeah, so next event, 15th Bishop's Rock. That's coming soon, isn't it? Raiding. Is it 15th, is it? Remind myself here. Yeah, Thursday 15th through to Monday 19th, that's right. Should be interesting. We should have the S target, shouldn't we, for the Hydra this time, I think. Looking forward to that. Is it the Hydra or is it the Bucky S target? Bucky S target, isn't it? Not the Hydra. Right, there we go. Bit of base there. We'll come back to that in a second. So we've got to pull these things out now, haven't we? Let's dismiss that. I'm not the fastest. I'm going to rebuild these. I want to change the engine. They're not fast enough. Well, they're fastish, but they're not what I want. So we'll add a bit of speed. Let's get this thing finished off. Not exactly my favourite TLC, this one, but at least it's done, it's out of the way now. Yeah, it's a bit smoother. I know some people managed to catch them up in that box there, but I'm not too good at that sort of stuff. So we'll let these kill each other at the moment. Flagship can take all the damage. He's at the front. Right, better recharge that arm, I think. Yeah, it's only the flagship that got one. We'll run the rest of the gauntlet in a minute. We've got to let 10 minutes remaining. 1:45. Good. Okay, Adam. Chat later. We'll be here for a bit. Do some other stuff as well. I always find it interesting here that see that sub there? Look? It's half over in the corner, and yet you can still get it to go back again. I don't know how that happens. We're out of charge there, so yeah, that's out of charge. We've got time. 6 minutes. I'll exit again. Seven minutes to go. These old skirmish targets are pretty big. Not too much damage so far anyway. Try to lock in what I can behind the gate because the torpedoes can't hit you then. Even this one here, if we get behind there, it can scatter us, but it can't torpedo us. So. Torpedo the flagship now. Crack on, help yourself. Come on, little subs, in you go. 1, 2, thank you. Now you're trapped. Too bad on the damage front. 2 sets to go. I don't think we're going to exit anymore though, I think we'll stay in now. Yeah, I made these a bit too slow. Hopefully we'll trap them all this time. Looking that way. Yeah, perfect. Last couple. And we're done. I do think the hunters are weak though. I think they should be stronger than they are. It's supposed to be a blitz fleet. Got to sort of treat with kid gloves. Okay, so there. Done. Not too bad on the damage front, to be honest. Could have been a lot worse. About an eighth across the fleet. 15% maybe. 25, yeah, 12%, 15%, something like that. Got there at last, eh? And that should be the last one, hopefully, yep. Camp King completed. So how do we do for damage? Let's have a look. Ah! Oh, look at this! No retreat. Legendary fleets recommended. Cooperative. Prize pack 1. There is just a prize pack, okay. So 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Well, it's 2 of everything, look. Well, no, why not? We'll have a play with that. Something tells me you might be going with a gunboat to start with. What's this thing here? Ah, Buccaneer! Bit of tokens for Buckies. Well, I'll be definitely doing that. Okay. Let's hope there's some. At least one armour in there, but it's not. But it can't have it all because it's in the Zoe headquarter one. I'll need to do it at the weekend. Okay. So how do we do for damage again? Some quick little ships. So the subs themselves, their fix is 1 hour 40. That's reasonable, isn't it? 1 hour 40. So 4 coin and repair on that one there. Then 1 hour 18. So 3 hours to get to 3 hours worth of damage to get 2 day build token and 2 charge armor. Right, that's acceptable, isn't it? Could be a lot worse, couldn't it? Let's do this back on here. Good. Yeah, it could be a lot worse. How's that then? Is that working? Sorry. So yeah, I was just saying, and basically then with the trap dead or alive, you still get the slowdown effect if you use the right faction, which obviously is the Scourge one. And I put a few lockdown rockets on these. In fact, I'll zoom out because I'll show you what happens to the King's Writ in a minute. So a few lockdown rockets on the Hopes, yeah. The Omni gives you a lockdown effect, slowdown effect as well. So stacking all that together then, it should help. Well, that's a general idea. So he'll come through, and obviously there's the typical fire effect from the sloths. Now countermeasures didn't seem to have a reload working either, so countermeasures weren't doing too clever, to be honest. So as he hits the ring, which he's going to get to in a moment, well, he'll probably be bringing the King's Writ in, I think, in a second. It's probably up there. Let's have a look. It's there, but it's not doing a great deal. I think he brings it in a second. After he gets rid of one of these Hopes, I think this one's got to go first. Which is quite logical. Now bearing in mind this Omni here has got no rank on it whatsoever, as you can tell. There you go, it's gone. So the last bit of power was taken by the Courage. Here he comes, look. In comes the King's Writ. So he's going to try and speed through. He's going to let that sit there and then try and rip through the King's Writ initially. I think that's the plan. Can't quite remember this hit. So it's not about necessarily damaging the onslaught, but it's a combination of things. So the damage at the moment is coming obviously from the radiation effect from the OP gun, the OP gun itself, the secondary effect from the mortars, and now obviously he's going to come through. No, he's got quite a good onslaught there. But even though the trap's deadly, you can see it's got a good fire effect. Watch what happens to the King's Writ though. So he's coming inside then, bang, inside the range then of the, I've got a huge amount of splash on some of my stuff. So he's a bit sort of like stumped now really, isn't he? Okay, so whilst yeah he's killed some of the ships, the two Hopes did their job. But now he's got nothing to come in with. You know, he's left with obviously his bus and his two sloths. Probably could have been wiser maybe to just go one sloth for the bus and then have two other tank ships on top of the King's Writ. But it's an education, isn't it? So can you stop 3? I have stopped 3, but I think it's probably because, and they had the tack lab on the back as well, but I think that was in the early days. I don't know if we had them armoured or not, so it's difficult to say, to be honest. Hey, it's a cat and mouse game, this, isn't it? So if you get a percentage of them, as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me. So what crew was he using there? Obviously he was using extra time. Look, the building defence crew, building damage crew, sorry, the 30-second boost on the to time allowed. So that was that was one hit there, which was interesting. What else have we got recently? Why is he putting in a rocket? I don't know why that was. Didn't realise he rocketed at the end. What's the point in that? Oh, is he going for? I'm not quite sure why he rocketed me at the end. Anyway, not sure the point of that. Yeah, so this is Ewok's hit's quite funny. This is where the battle rules are a bit different. So it's well, you can say nice layout, but I'm a lazy pirate, so I haven't changed it for months and months. So Ewok's a good hitter. You know, I could have drove on him and that sort of stuff. I wasn't on, I just happened to come on, he was happy through the base hit, but I don't really like to drive. As long as no one's being stupid, then I won't be stupid either, so So he's got quite a few King's Writs, look, and two, so quite different, an Omni and a Brennis as well. So but this is quite interesting. I mean, I could have finished him off quite easy, but I didn't. I just let it carry on. So there's a mixture of turrets at the top end, obviously level 8s and 9s, trying to create. You'll notice that before that gate dies, it takes that gate to die because the web trap doesn't work that, but it takes that gate to die before the. There we go. Now the gate's dead. It comes forward by itself because it's got a bit of. It's got a permission to move, obviously in its range. I've set it slightly. So he's coming in straight away, and I think the boulder's going to come in a minute as well. I can't quite remember this hit, but it's quite funny. Both Ewok and I commented on it. So for me, that's the ideal point. Not quite sure where he is, doesn't really matter, but he's obviously got past the 25% before he's got to the gate. That's the second gate, and that's my goal. So whatever he's committed to now, he's committed. So he'll sit this one at the front end. Is he going to bring the other one in? Yeah, here it comes. Okay. So you can see the slowdown effect, it's quite decent. So this is also before the boost to the, well, not the boost, but the realignment of the OP cannon. And the adjustment to the boulder as well, because obviously it's got a boost now of ballistic defense as well. So he's going all hell for leather now to get the OP, which is a valid point. You know, why not? I would. What I should have done was on the Omni. I probably should have put a couple of cannons on here as well. I haven't done. So he's dead there, but he's got his boulder, look. So. Which is very well built, actually. Yeah, again, the same classic cannons as well, which that ship is designed for. But look what's happened to the King's Writs. Look, they're just placeholders, aren't they? No, that's interesting because that's not how it panned out in. My previous playback's not correct. I'll give credit to Ewok actually, because that isn't how it finished. He actually got the OP. Doesn't show it there for some reason, but he did actually get the OP because he came up, didn't he, as you saw, with the onslaught there, and he ignored everything and just kept firing and firing and firing at the OP. So that did it did do it. What else we got? That's interesting. There's a couple of prep hits there, but they're not exactly very interesting. This one got through. But things are starting to move forward. I think this is the last hit before the adjustment was done this week. And I think this is a better set of ships coming in now, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so he's done all his preps, look. He's got me, I think he's like 24.5% or something like that. Law of averages, I mean, you're not going to stop everybody. So there is one, this one coming in. I think he's got another one hidden over there as well, pretty sure he has. Oh, so it's a boulder, yeah. I think he gets it, but I think it times out. But I still think he gets the OP if I remember rightly. I can't quite remember. So sloths are coming into play now. Boulder's just tidying up at the bottom end for the channel. Let's see where it goes. Can't quite remember it, but this turret here has been adjusted as well. It's wasn't a good configuration, but it's been amended now. I could do another one of these antis, but I haven't got one yet. So he's got a heck of a long range on this one here. So obviously he's killing off the trap first. I could do some more countermeasures, but yeah, so he's going to wait for his boulder to come down. I don't. There's no need to racing, is there? So I believe this is the last one, like I said before, the OP cannon was, or should I say, siege battery was adjusted so OP cannons weren't affected by it. Here we go. See, that's what I would do. It's bringing the boulder in first, because that's the ballistic hull, isn't it? So now it's just a waiting game of who kills who first, isn't it? But I need some more countermeasures for the mortars. It's not enough. Yeah, so here we go. So the lockdown bit is basically done now. So you can jump in the back, but I mean he's sort of not doing too good for time, to be honest. Obviously the mortars, because he's close now, the mortar's going to take out his sloths, which he can't get to now. And now that just finishes off, because there's not really anything I can do. There's I'm not driving on. I don't think I was on for this one anyway, to be honest. So he's just got to hopefully kill the OP, which it looks like he's doing quite easy before it times out. Now, what crew is he been using? It's Sea Serpent, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So he's got an evade of 24% on top of whatever evade he's using, which is quite handy. There you go, that's the OP done. And it basically doesn't make it the rest of it. I think it ends up about... Hey Cut, how you doing? Yeah, just... It's the weekend, mate, so I just randomly chucked it on and see who turns up, mate. Yeah, this is a 70% this one. So. But he runs out of time before he finishes. But then again, everybody's moved around to base defense as opposed to attack lab support for mortars, because there's no point anymore. I think he's a bit of an indifference now as to what to shoot at to try and get it done in the time. But he's about to run out of time now. There we go. I think there's one more. So the last hit that I've got is basically, I think it's an SDS7 one, but it's after. So you can see how strong they were, and I don't doubt he's got very strong ships. But this is after the adjustments. This is this week. It was only yesterday, 8th. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, 9th day. So this is yesterday. I mean, most of these have been SDS7 hits, but you'll see the difference now with the this week's update. You know, the roll forward, roll back, roll forward thing. I know they've been working quite hard on making sure they all work. So if I can't remember what the fleet was, that's the only thing. But I think this tinting, I think he goes from it straight from the off as a single, tries to do a single hit. Yeah, so he's got a wake one, that's right, he's put a wake module on, which is quite heavy, isn't it? So, but he's got 2 ships. Interestingly. So it's while he's stationary, and when the OP cannon fires, that's what you want to look at. Okay, so it does take a little chunk out of it. And of the newer hulls, there's 6.5 and 7s, this being the first of the 7. This didn't get a boost to its ballistic. Oh, he moved just in time then. Yeah, they said the Omni was already built in with the stats already built into the hull. So wake module quite interesting. Obviously, going to try and run through the slowdown effects. Is he moving the other stuff? No, he's not moving yet. But yeah, so he's on about what, a 5th damage roughly at the moment. Not moving any ships yet. Now, quite clever here because he's obviously spotting this, but there's and he's probably got 1 missile or something on it because obviously he's using a scatter gun, which of some description, or is it a? It's a corrosive gun, isn't it? He's got on there. So he must be waiting for another ship. Yeah, here it comes. Look. So it's a King's. So here comes the Omni, and he's waiting for that King's to come round. So his Omni's half, his Onslaught, sorry, is half dead. The Kings didn't fare too well there. So the Onslaught sort of, I'm not quite sure why he sat there. I mean, I can't have held him down that much, surely. I couldn't work out whether he was trying to move forward or whether he was actually just trying to kill a ship. I wasn't quite sure what he was up to. But it didn't move after that, which I thought was a bit bizarre. And then that was it, he had had enough. Didn't come back. Couldn't obviously come back in because, well, he could have done in fact. He didn't bubble me actually. Not quite sure what that was all about. So I get the concept of using the scatters because obviously it's not knocking around too many of the turrets. Just killed the trap, but didn't have enough firepower when it got down to here, did it, to do any real damage? So interesting. Yeah, the King did die. Yeah, so the King died basically because obviously. There are several rings. There's this one here, obviously, which takes this effect in. So that's a slowdown effect on here. Once he's inside, obviously, the ring of the trap itself. Well, let's go back and see what it has to say for itself. And do some stats if you want. It's the cumulative effect of everything, though. That's the point. It's not any one thing, and that's what I was trying to say on the show and on the page. You can't just go, oh, I'm going to build this hull and it's going to save me, because it's not. You've got to try and think, well, if I build the hull, what can support it in my base, and what in my base can support a hull that I've got, sort of stuff. So it's an overlap of various things. So yeah, I mean, I have nothing special on here at all. It's not anything of real interest. But it's the abilities, isn't it, is what we're looking for. So turn speed down, combat speed down by 75%, which is huge, isn't it? You know, That's a lot. And then we get down to obviously these sort of levels here, look. And there's the hostile stuff there, look. So the range of 100. The corrosive damage onto it itself, look, reduces it. But then obviously you get all these boosts as well for explosive deflections and for my own equipment, but I'm not really worried about that. So you know it does make a difference. But the slowdown effect and the turn effect is one of the more important ones. And a lot of people I know put that trap on a corner as well, because as a ship really slows down, goes around a corner, it gets confused. It doesn't seem to know which way to go. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, we can have a look at some of the ships. I don't really mind too much. Well, how's this thing doing? I'll just speed at this. There we go. That's me being yabbering for half an hour. we'll prep another one. So in the defensive thing, yeah, so if you can see that, I hope you can. So there's a hope there, look. It's got not a huge amount of lockdown rockets, because I don't think you need a huge amount, to be honest. But I've got 3 on that one there. And then there's the other rocket that obviously is, when working properly, it's stopping their reload as well once they actually contact. So that's that one, and then there's the other one as well. There's a similar sort of thing, it's just got more lockdowns on it. And obviously the thing I did forget to mention, the Onslaught has obviously got one of the old TAC modules as well, which is only a level 1, so I could fit on there really, to be honest. But I think it's a speed reduction of something around, golly, what is it? Where's the TAC module? Hang on. Something around 40%, isn't it? TAC lab, let's have a look. Engine disruptor 1. Yeah, combat speed minus 40%. Bear in mind that trap had a combat speed already on it, didn't it? Sorry, yeah, it's cut. It's one of each, mate. I just put one of each on. That was enough. While I was playing, I put one of each on one, and I put 2 of the Forsaken and 1 of the other on for the other one. But with that, you know, like I said, with the trap, it's 75% combat speed reduction. You know, it's all about percentages, so minus 75%, and then minus another 40% of the 75% sort of stuff, you know. So, but it all adds up, and there's another turn speed reduction as well. So, slightly shorter range, obviously, but it all helps. It's just a shame those traps are so heavy, and I'm surprised how good the courage has been. It lasts quite well. We can go back and have a quick look. Hang on 2 seconds for the hopes. Yeah, so this one here's got the compound plate V times 2, and the U, the D6U times 1. 4 lockdowns, and the rest of them are all the flail rockets. And then just a series of specials. People use different things, you know. That's what I've gone for there. And this hope here, it's virtually the same specials, not exactly the same specials, but I used the new rocket as well, because obviously it's supposed to do this reload effect of 25% reduction. So I don't know if you can stack them, but I've got 3 on there just in case. And obviously with that, then I've obviously got, you know, then 3 lockdowns as well, which are quite helpful. Range is a bit short on this one here, 68, isn't it? Whereas the lockdown rocket, oh, that's also 68. Sorry, so. But yeah, it's not too bad. A good bit of reload boost as well, and like I said, this one's only got 1 plate V, 1 D6U. So. Courage is interesting. It's lasting much better than I thought. You know, went for maximum splash. You know, based off the minimum base damage. Bit of radiation damage and that sort of stuff. It's just a placeholder really, to be honest. It's not doing a great deal, but I had some courage tokens, so I slammed on some of 2 of each, and I thought actually I jacked it up too high, but it does okay. Doesn't do too bad at all. The Omni is just a counter ship, nothing special about it. It's just got countermeasures. I'm not quite sure why I put sprints on it, but I did. But I've got 2 slots left, so I might put a couple of D33 DRs on there. You know, the cannon, and maybe change one of these and put a range extender on it for ballistic. Because that should reach a bit further around the OP as well. So yeah. Anyway, that's so yeah. Base defense is fun at the moment, you know, and base attack is. I don't know. I used to do lots of base attacking, but I don't tend to do a great deal anymore. Being bone idle. So what does that leave us with then? How are you getting on with your ship builds, by the way? Just out of interest. I think I'm virtually there with the Hydra fleet. Quite like this. That's the Mercy. Obviously, it gives you the buff to your fleet, which is quite nice. Does the transfer of armor points, and its transfer rate is 100%, which is nice. I like it. Boosts your defenses. Hey Desperado, how you doing? Can I share my base planner? You can see the picture. Take a photograph. I'm not hiding anything. I'll tell you what I do, because I'm nice. All right then. Because I'm not really bothered. There you go, look. You can grab a screenshot, how's that? That's easy for you, isn't it? You can pause the video and take a picture yourself. I think I'm too lazy. You know, it works, but you know, it's about the combination, it's not just the layout. You haven't got the right stuff on the right turrets, and mine aren't perfect by a long shot. I've got so many level 8 turrets, I've got some level 6 turrets and some level 7 turrets, so I'm getting there. It's all slow though, isn't it? Takes a while, this stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, going back to I haven't got many phoenixes. I think the last one, I'll have 15 hours left, so that'll be ready tomorrow morning, because I've just finished the last of that TLC. What have we got cut? What he said. Yeah, the Palladium. Yeah, no, I've got one of those as well, because you know me, I tend to build a lot of stuff. I've actually got one of those on a Hope already built. I'm pretty sure I have. We can have a look for some turrets. I have to say, it's some interesting stuff. Let's just finish this one. Let it catch up. Well, we're just messing around in a bit more. May as well fix some ships. Where was that? Over here, wasn't it? While we're doing that, I was going to say, I've got another Hope here kicking around somewhere that's got stuff on it. What's this thing got on it? It's the interaction launcher, but I'm not quite sure that does any good, so I was messing around with that the other day. I'm not sure what this thing is in here for. I just didn't know. I don't know. Why have I got a flipping that? That's execution's going to do nothing, is it? I've put a couple of those launchers on. They're not too bad. Pyroplastic turrets, meh. There's not a great deal of stuff around, is it, these days? It's some of the old ones. Interesting. There's some rubbish out there, unfortunately. Some people are like gargle depth charges, reload time 2 and that sort of stuff, you know, but you know, concussive. But now those plates have come out, you know, they're good fun for subs at the time. But as a guard, I'm generally quite happy about that. I think we'll have a look at the. I'm wondering if anybody's actually going out and doing that new TLC because it's there. Yeah, Cut. I think you're right. I think turrets are definitely due a refresh now. I just hope the new ones don't come and make it horrendous. See if we can catch someone doing the new TLC. Take it as live. Must be still live. Doesn't say it's not, so. Hey Corey, how you doing, mate? Five days left on this one, 5 days left on this one. Well, I really can't be bothered to do it, but why not stack up some tokens? They're free, aren't they? May as well. Why was I doing some... Well, I can't remember why I was doing this one. Something to do, I think. Oh, I started it and then I realised that although it says skirmisher chest, it isn't. When you cast over it, it says hunter. I don't really want any more hunter tokens. I've got quite a few, so... You want to weld the new... You want to weld the armour onto your turrets. I'd like to do that as well. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would do us quite nicely. Yeah, we could do us a new turret armour. We've got tons of specials. We could definitely use some decent armour. Wouldn't need new turrets then, apart from they're just weak, they don't seem to do anything. Maybe we need a 50% turret boost, I don't know. Not sure what people are up to. I was hoping to spy somebody on the chat saying they're doing something of interest, but... Oh, I don't know. There's some great opportunities. Do you know what? There's probably more tokens in this month on offer. As I said earlier on, actually, Corey, I think the TLCs have rolled out in the wrong order, though. I think I'll just bring up the TLC screen again. It'd be really nice to have brought out the hidden depths. I think. Brought out hidden depths first because you can use a tide seeker to get to get to. Sorry, not bring out hidden depths. Yeah, it was. Well, in fact, Hunter Games itself, you can get through this with tide seekers, no problem at all, and you can get to number 2. And number 2 gets you the PvX, and getting the PvX is just what you wanted, because then you can kick into this one. This one's not horrendous to do. You can use again, you can use tide seekers, but you can certainly go in and use Hellrates as well. It was designed for that when it first came out. Once you've got those two out of the way, and there's a hell of a lot of tokens in there. I know somebody did a build all the ships, the subsys, 4 subs and the flag, and he was only missing 2 torpedoes off each one of them. Clearly there's no charge armour, but at least he got the ships done, you know. Which then gives you a position then to, once you've done that, you know, you can go forward and then have a little dig at the Herculean. You're clearly not going to get to the end. But if you could get as far as there, pack 2, you've got yourself the siege capacitor, you've got yourself the hull itself, you know, and you've got yourself the launcher. It's not a bad place to do it. It's definitely worthy of doing it, I think, to us. So that's the order I think they should have been released in, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Didn't realise there's a Buccaneer one, I must admit. Not really sure what. Can't remember what we were supposed to hit with that. Can anybody remember? What was the Buccaneer one? I've forgotten. What ship's supposed to be using for that? Previous raid ships, probably? I'm not sure. What are they giving out in there, though? Does that have interest? So 3-day build tokens straight away. Another 7-day, that's 10. Okay, so there's only 2 prize packs to worry about, so because I've already done the other one. So there's 10 days worth of build tokens. Oh, that's alright. Blimey, that's quite good. The XP you haven't got there is fully done, so my baby base, I'll be doing that one myself if I can. Battle through the glowing seas and engage enemy forces. Retreat is not an option. Okay then. Oh, so that's another. So they're both co-ops, are they? This is a co-op target. That is a co-op target. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, escalation. Maybe that's In fact, talking about escalation, hang on a minute. I was going to show you a couple of builds. I'll show you what I've been playing with. Hang on 2 seconds. I'll pull up a couple of thoughts. I mean, everyone's got their own thoughts, obviously, but you know, I've. Where are they? Let's have a quick look. I'll show you what builds I'm sort of plugging along with. He says, there's one there. I'll just bring it up in a second. Here we go. So we're in the Huggies now, quickly. So for me, that's my Hydra builds. I'm saying I'm quite happy with them, but obviously we've not necessarily seen the target for it yet. But if there is any escalation or something, but according to obviously what we saw midweek, which I did a slide for, Rampage said that there was the same turrets, didn't say the same amount of damage, but the same turrets obviously from the previous raid, and the countermeasure capability would be the same as well. So this is my Blood Hydra. It's you know, it's got the Mercy CIC on it as well, which I quite like. Hey Patrick, how you doing? Yeah, so some details there. Good. Yeah, so I'll show you the charge. I'll show you exactly what's on this thing in a minute. So for me, whilst that gives you a bit lesser defense of this ship here, what it is actually giving is obviously a hell of a boost to the actual fleet itself. So this armor damage on this one here is really, really high. Look, it's 110k, and it's got a great transfer rate, and it protects the other ships as well. So for this one here, you know, C1Cs, I've got 3 of those on there, so that's the ballistic one, and then 1 radioactive. The reason I've only put 1 on there is because I've put this reflective coating 4 on it, which gives you, you know, 39.6 on top, which allowed me then to put the layered armour on as well, which gives me a huge ballistic boost of the 81.7%, which is quite nice. I prefer this countermeasure particularly. I don't need a reload boost on this one here. Yes, I can reload my countermeasures, I suppose, but this one gives me a little bit more range than the others, so quite like it as well. This one here then comes out, there we go, look, we're 99.3 from the turrets for getting ships, you don't need to worry about them, but 99.3% against both, so 16 million and 15 million defense. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all, that one there. So it's just stacked full of countermeasures. Yeah, and obviously I managed to get the resistor for the radioactive as well. But going on to the standard Hydra, the one that's to do the fighting, they're not all the same, but they're nearly the same. So specials are basically all I've added. I tend to, a lot of people go on for HVR, that sort of stuff. I like a bang for my buck, so every volley I want to get as much damage as I can down the range, if I can, rather than doing it by DPS. I want as much damage as possible. So this is my preferred method myself. The thing I like about this one here is, look, I've got ballistic defense of 99% again, and then radioactive damage of basically the same, 98.9. So it isn't too bad, you know. I put one sprint on there just because to keep the numbers up a little bit, but there's no. Bear in mind, Siege Battery 4 will work again now, so there is no countermeasure extender on this one here. So the idea for this is obviously this one does have the booster, and these ones don't. So these should fire once, but after the Blood Hydra's fired first. So it basically going to give it a bit of a double whammy. So something passes the Blood Hydra, hopefully this might help take it out. It's only got one sprint on there, but you'll notice that there's a sprint on each of them. So across the whole fleet I've got another 4. But it's not too bad. I sort of road tested it just by building 2 of these first in the last raid, and I was quite content. Then I built the Blood Hydra, so I had a capability there. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. The reason I went this way also is because that siege capacitor there, this is one with the radioactive range boost as well. That's the way I've chosen to go. So I have to drive stacked. This one hasn't got quite the range as what this one has, but actually it's the countermeasure effect and the protecting boost that offers to this ship, which is 4 ships doing the damage, 1 ship doing countermeasure. So that's my so that's siege capacitor, like I said, you know. On this one here, giving me the boost of damages and that sort of stuff, you know. Yeah, I get less defense, but I'm utilising the siege. Oops, close that. Sorry. Why is that come out that? I'm not sure why it's yeah. So there we go. Blood Hydra. Sorry. So yeah, just to recap then. So it's the Mercy on that one there, and the Siege on the other ones as well. Was it called Capacitor one? Yeah, that's it. So range is good, 104. That's not too bad, which is nice when you get to those emitters because you can just outrange them without actually getting into their range, which is helpful. We'll see if it can go. And then Buccaneers. So there's the Bucky Boon. That's what I've chosen to go for. Not the same as everybody else. I'm quite content with that though. Look, you can see the DPS then. It's ignore that figure. It's this one we're looking for really because it's obviously building damage. But it's reasonably high. And it's about lifespan, isn't it? So we could have actually gone up a little bit, I suppose, and changed that to the other nuclear accelerator, but it just adds time. But this one is also 99% as well, and then 98.8, which is a great emphasis on, you know, what the final few percentage when it comes to doing your defences. You know, 2.2%. Look, and look, you're talking just over 2 million, 2.2 million difference in turret defense, which is crazy when you think about it, for a 0.2% change. So once you start creeping up into those figures, it's phenomenal the difference it makes. But yeah, I think these are all the same, to be honest. So that's the flag doing its job. Still never not 100% confirmed whether I like that particular special there or not. Can't quite be mained up. It's critical chance 15%, but if you write add the, I mean, I've got building damage one there, but there is a critical chance, obviously special crew, sorry, that you can add and up that percentage as well. But when it does it, it gives it 100% boost. So yeah, we'll see. Standard Buccaneers then, pretty straightforward. I've got 2 like that. Pretty routine, to be honest. Same again, 99 and 98.9. And then I've got 2 with a Phalanx Fauna as well. They're either going to hit or they're not going to hit. But that's my plan. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? That these work differently, don't they? Quite differently, because you like flipping neck, they aren't very protective, you know. Because obviously, look, you know, 98.8 on this one is 1.2 million, whereas you flip across over to here. You know, why is 98? Well, it's 98.9, 1.3. So yeah, but it's the boost from this thing is what's doing it. And 16 and 15 million a piece. It's not bad, to be honest. But anyway, Oh, we are where we are. Right, what should we do now? Pick something. I don't know. You pick a subject. You feeling confident? Yeah. So long as I don't mess us about, I'm pretty confident in this raid, I must admit. I'm fairly confident with this one. Although confidence sometimes is not the wisest thing, is it? I'm just trying to refresh the game. It's people starting to get home from work now. It's starting to get a bit laggy, so I'm just having a quick couple of refreshes and clearing my cache quickly. So I'm sure you don't need to see. It's not as quick as it was earlier on when I first came on. How long are we going anyway? 2 hours! Wow! 2 hours of waffle from TSM. Oh dear. Man that makes it up as he goes along. Well, I try. Right, we're back in. Good. Must be able to do another ship by now. Yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do while we're waiting for that. Well, 11 minutes, that's good. Oh, right hand tier. That's a good question, Cut. Do we think? I'm hoping it's a turret, actually. But it's very rare to have a turret, isn't it, in a raid? They normally come through other means, don't they? But I am sort of hoping to... yeah, I'm hoping to see a turret. But not an overpowered one. I don't want to see something that's stupidly overpowered. A slowdown turret would be good, wouldn't it? A slowdown turret. I quite like that. Something that sort of like cuts, you know, it fires like once every 12 seconds and knocks 25%, you know, forward speed and turn 12% or something like that. Fires every 12 seconds and lasts every 30 seconds, something like that. I don't know. Something that's, you know, really gonna to assist with the glacier as well, but only it has a short range. So, you know, when they get into the death throws and that sort of stuff, or a jamming mechanism or something, that would be quite funky. So as they get to your OP, unless they're using long range weapons or retargeting, you know, they're going to cause them a load of pain. If not, it'll be. Do we need a defender? I'm not sure if we need a defender at the moment. Sure, can't make my mind up. Onslaughts are doing quite well, Boulder Fist is doing quite well, but people that haven't got the hopes and that sort of stuff, they seem to put it all in the bounty though, don't they, now? So I'm not so sure. I don't know. Or are they just going to keep it going? Oh, hey, what would it be to February building it in March? Tell you what, there could be. They did say something about FM, didn't they? What about that? What about the new FM ship? They don't have to. Yeah, but what about a new FM ship? Let's throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Wasn't that for March? Yeah, raid be the 18th, so raid, sorry, 15th, finishing on the 18th, giving us time, so that gets us into February. February's a short month, and they said basically, yeah, FM was going to change in March, wasn't it? God, where's that? That's 3 months then, isn't it? We're into the 3rd month already. Could be. God, there was a spur at the moment. Inspiration. Yeah, it should be March, so they've got to give you time to build it because they're going to bring a new target in. So yeah, it could be. That would be interesting. Ooh. Now I'm intrigued now. Oh, don't mess up the FM for God's sake. That'd be annoying. Right. Let's go and get some goodies. What does this thing give me? Hang on, let's have a quick look. Let's do something while we're talking. Don't really have a lot to do. Mega Mayhem, that's the Legions, isn't it? Now let's get that done, shall we? So I quite like doing this Mega Mayhem because it's quite reasonably easy. Especially going at 6 o'clock. I tend to just like charge in. Doom Speaker. I like it. The bringer of bad news. Not quite sure why I'm driving normally over to this, but hey, something to do. So we've got a couple of things to do, a couple of playing around things to do, a bit of co-op going on. I know the players have been asking for co-op, and I know GDR said he was going to bring quite a bit of play-op back in. I think it'll get a little while for people to get back into it though. Just that confidence thing. One thing I didn't notice, do you need to be in the same alliance to do it, I wonder? I wonder if that's a requirement. Hope not. Sector buddies were always there before alliances were there, so I've got quite a lot of people in the sector I'm in, and they're not in my alliance, but don't really care because and we all help each other out still. So some things take precedence. So yeah, it should be difficult, shouldn't it? And who's got what fleet? Obviously, if it's I'm waiting for some videos. I know Ren was possibly going to come down and say hi, and we were going to go through some stuff together. Maybe do some videos. So okay. So I was trying to spot a couple of people maybe doing it, so that I've missed something. What have I missed? Oh, the engine on there. I was like, what have I missed? The back end of the mega ship. There we go. They need to make a co-op accessible for mid-levels. Yes, they need to make a co-op. I don't know if necessarily need to have the same co-op though. What should they, maybe? I mean, they used to bring in... Depends what they need to be able to do. If you can bring them in and not to do too much. In fact, let me just scroll back up the chat a second, because what was said a minute ago by Patrick? What was up that there? Path of Constant TLC, price pack 1. Yep, got that. Prize only to player who starts the TLC. Right, okay. So he's Legion. So it's he who starts it. Okay, alright then. Yeah, you're right. I can. Yeah, the high-end players don't probably need it. I don't need any of the stuff, if I really be honest. I can sort of get away with it. I'm going to dock that 500% because I don't have a great deal, to be honest. I've been using up a lot of res lately. Let's change the playlist a bit. The fact there's no retreat is going to put a couple of people off, because nobody wants to commit a fleet, and you've got to put the right type of fleet in there, and you can't get out if you've made a mistake with it, and you're going to get slammed. So unless you can get in the corner and try it out, I don't know, hide yourself. I'm not really sure. Typical usual stuff in comms chat. Whatever. See ya. Yeah, that's my concern. Effectiveness of fleets, they've got to be, because once you're in, you're in. You can't go and get a second fleet and bring it in, so we need some guinea pigs, don't we? Yeah, I tried a gunboat, I couldn't get in. It wouldn't let me start it. I thought I'll go and peek with a gunboat, but it just said, no, you're not doing that. We'll jump on YouTube a bit, see if there's any videos, shall we? We'll have a quick ganders. That'd be quite nice. Without me being a guinea pig. Well, I should fix that next ship when I was in there, shouldn't I? Of the hunters from that TLC. I'm impressed with the TLCs this week, I have to say. They've done a good move, I think, this week. Some good stuff has come out. Some poor delivery on QA as a quality assurance. But on the whole, I still think it's not a bad week. Maybe I'm just too forgiving, I don't know. Thank you very much, we like that. They didn't have to, I must admit, Cut, but I don't know if you saw the show this week. I know GDR, when he said he was going to look at getting a baseline, and part of the baseline was looking at everything to do with, you know, the implications of crews, the implications of retrofit, the implications of the OP, everything, just to go back to scratch and just make sure everything has it's doing what it should be doing. It's interacting as it should be interacting, you know. And you know, human nature, isn't it? Some things get missed, and Although I still think this is truly a maths game. Although we're driving things around, you know, the damage, it's still a game of maths, isn't it? Some of the things are already predetermined, you know. Well, many of the things are already predetermined. It's still a program. It's sort of, apart from like when you drop chests, but I mean for us we look at it, you know, the FM tier 5 chest, the ratio of who's going to get them is still set. You just may be the lucky person, that's all. That was a silly way to go. Why did I do that? Goddamn turret, go away. Hyperion's a mess. Yeah, well, interesting. What did you think about the Hyperion? It's going to be one of my little requests coming up soon. Let's get this sorted out first, I think. Well, so Hyperion is important, I have to say. I think sorting out retrofits and making sure OP cannons fire properly and that sort of stuff. The things that came into the game originally. Because we aren't getting any fresh blood, are we? And then, yeah, we need to sort out the freaking mega ships. I mean, where's the second mega ship? That should have been in ages ago. I mean, apart from collecting tokens, what else do you use the darn things for? Ship. Fix next ship. Fix next ship. Come on. Remind yourself. Is the dock still got repair on it? Probably not. 12 minutes that was, wasn't it? No, it's not. Let me just pause on that a second. I should go and go to dock, shouldn't I? Oh, I didn't start it. That doesn't help. Ah, I did start it, but then I refreshed. Oh no, it's not starting. Why not? No, it is. That's annoying. Could be on the next one by now. Oh well. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, mate. But there is, you know, I mean, the fact that we can do with a little bit of titanium, you know, we can get to do level 1, level 2 of not only the modules but also the weapons or the systems on the modules. That's helped a lot of people. Like I said, that's all I've done on mine. Look at it, sitting there at level 309. And I've not done anything. I've not gone and hit another mega ship. I've done nothing apart from just collect a bit of titanium and gone update, update, update. So it puts it in the field of being half decent, I suppose. Oops, click the right ship, be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yes, I've done the same thing. I put a PvP arm on each of mine, but then someone was saying earlier on, can't remember who it was, I have to scroll back up in a minute, was saying to put some war plating on it as well. But I'm experimenting a little bit because it's 3, isn't it? So it just takes a bit of time, a bit of titanium, so I don't really care. To click a few buttons is not exactly a chore. Hey Tom, how you doing, mate? So how are we doing for time? It's 5 PM just turned here, the UK. So East Coast, that's midday, isn't it? If I remember rightly. And parts of Canada, Ontario. Makes it what, 10 o'clock east, west coast? Yeah, 12, 5 hours, isn't it? So. Midday. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, in fact, 9 o'clock, doesn't it? Yeah. Eight hours difference, isn't it? Kickside time to meet. Why have I driven this way? I have no idea. Chatting. Took more damage than I need to, yeah. We're done. Okie dokie, that's not an instant fix though, is it? No. Thank you very much for the treasure chest. No, it's not. But it's instant fixing base, isn't it? So good. What's happening in chat? Anything particular? No, I wasn't doing anything particularly interesting. Friday, who's got plans for the weekend, hey? UK, it's rugby, Six Nations, so we're going to have some fun this weekend. Scotland's playing, I know England's playing as well. Well, in fact, I know I think it's the Italians v the Irish, I think, isn't it? Should be good fun. How are we doing here? Speed that one up. Good. One more. Well, let's see if we can pick up this stuff here and sort this out first, though. Yep. Rugby, football, soccer for the Americans. The amalgamation which formed American football. So you just had the Super Bowl, haven't you, over there? I believe, Riley? Could be wrong, don't know. Quite nicely done, thank you very much. Let's fix this. Where is it? So here's a question for you then. What's going to happen about bounty? Do you think it's going to remain the same? Bearing in mind obviously the when the bonus targets come out. Are they going to change it? You're probably thinking, why? Well, just think about what we've got. You know, Rages were doing okay, and yeah, you could go and get 100. If I change that armour and put one of each of the new armours on, that makes that a bloody strong ship. You know, in the old days we didn't have any decent. We only had Siege Battery 3. Well, now we've got other things that we can put on these as well. We can jig them around a little bit, so this could become quite a good auto fleet, and just keep, you know, sending them out and out and out and out, or freezing these and just letting that one once it gets, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a bad thing. Bypass that sort of stuff. It'll never get its boon. It'll never do. You know, it'll never go into overload, and that's a good thing about Rages. I mean, Rages example. You know, Singluts, another one. Slap some couple of armors of each on them. It'll transform that fleet. I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do. Don't know an answer, but I'll be surprised if they keep it the same though. They may, but they may not. Right. Okay. So what do we do next? Let's have a look. Blimey, we've got loads of uranium for a start. Not quite sure where that came from. Titanium we haven't got. Let's go and get some of that. Let's top up a bit more. This is the infamous everything goes well up to the point that you get a cheese ball land on your head. Then it's not so good, is it? Probably should have put a bit of a speed up crew on this, but there we go. Die, you stupid thing. Thank you. much damage is that? 15. That's not bad, is it? No one's hitting these towers yet. I'm looking for the co-op stuff, that's what I'm It's a busy sector here, I'll tell you that. Ships and fleets everywhere. Anyway. Hey Patrick, how you doing? We should have a look at release notes, shouldn't we, actually, in a second? In fact, I think we will. We'll do, so that's 15 minutes, so what we'll do, we'll set this on auto. Let's see what it has to say for itself. Well, we're going to look at some release notes and forums and see what we can find. So is that the co-op targets haven't actually started yet? And I haven't actually looked at the timings. It doesn't say when they're starting, so... Or yes, it does in the forum though, doesn't it? Wasn't it midday? Oh, I can't remember what it is. We'll look in a second. Maybe that's why I can't see anything. In the game though, it didn't have a time. 40 minutes time. Oh right, okay. I need to chat to Ren then because he wanted to do some together, so see where he is. Yeah, because when you click on the, apart from it's not lit up, normally it says there, available in, and there's a countdown thing. Same here as well. Anyway, not to worry. Right, let's launch his fleet. We'll let it go and do an auto. 85. Bear in mind, it's 15 minutes to the last one. Let's find one first. Titanium 85. Just there, that's handy. Right, bear with me a second then. Let me just change screens quickly. Right, what do we got then? Let's have a quick look. Forums. So got to say for itself then. General discussion. Here we go. Co-op TLC starting 10 AM. Can't really read that, can we? So can we zoom in this? Yes, we can. So here we go. Two new co-ops campaigns. Completing the campaign awards 15 charge armors. Okay, so you do get it in one hit. And the buck and the skin. Right, okay. So the skin comes with it. That's interesting. No wonder the Buccaneer's brown, is it? It's boring. Co-op target. Once you start it, your radio tower will glow yellow. Another player can then able to join you through your radio tower. There's a first. I like that. Is it a first? I'm not sure. Anyway. And there's another one there. Advancing through these familiar co-op targets, you will stop Zoe from taking over the glowing sea. The single silo co-op targets, you're going to want to grab a friend to complete them. If you have a friend who's fallen behind this year, it's your chance to help them catch up. Oh, I like that idea. Victory means that you can earn the Buccaneer, Peak Accelerating Cannon, Mass Augment. Right, okay, so this is a way to get the little ones and the mid-levels up. Good, I like that idea. Runs right through to the 14th again, so that's good. Day before the raid commences. Here we go, so the first run target is able to be completed with a single fleet of Phoenixes or Skyfires. Easier time if you're running in and caught in with a companion, right. The other targets will definitely need to bring somebody with you. Note, only players who start this TLC will get the rewards. Only the player who starts. So it has to be at their tower then. Okay. You can help any number of players. Ah, excellent. So it doesn't have to be New Alliance. That's good. So that's okay. I like that. And there's the goodies. Well, we'll definitely be doing that one. Just because I want some more Buccaneer build tokens, so helping each other out would be nice. And then Zoe's. Yeah, so Zoe's itself then. Oh, cheers, Patrick. Thanks for that in the chat. Zoe's pushing the glowing seas, blah de blah de blah, along with the mysterious bishop. They have created targets that require more than a single fleet. Get the charge and the new USA skin flag for the Buccaneer. Okie dokie. Target 1, skirmish and siege. Ah, good. So skirmish, siege, and then skirmish, assault, and then assault, siege, a new target. Okay. So hang on a minute. So I need skirmish, skirmish, and then an assault fleet. If I'm the lead to go in. If not, I want a siege, an assault, and a siege. Or either way around. Okay. Well, this one's slightly different then. So both will receive a small legion chest. Both players receive a medium legion chest. And both players... Oh, okay, so everyone gets something. Oh, that's okay, that's better. So you still get some build tokens. So the more people you go and help, actually this one, the better it is. So you can do your own, and the more people you help, the better. Yeah, because you get, look, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Oh, it's a chest, isn't it? Of course it is. 1 to 2 days of siege build tokens. 1 to 2 days of 1 day Buccaneer build tokens. Both players get that. You could stack up quite a bit there. Yeah, the American skin. Yeah, but then again, I've got it on my my Zeloses, so it doesn't bother me. It's more colourful than the brown thing that's there, isn't it? There it is. As painted by Johnny H5. Yeah. Yuck. Not the stars and stripes, just the design. Could have been done a bit better, I think. I don't know. At least it's not that horrible brown, yeeky looking thing anymore. Good. Okay. Well, that's that. Anything else they have to save themselves? Regarding the issue to the update. Oh, that'll be interesting. Have a look at that, shall we? Direct information we've already been through. I know GDR has updated that. That's really worth a second read because he's made some updates in there for people to have a look at. It's definitely worth doing. But let's have a look at this. What's he got to say for himself here? Yeah, so R&D manufacturing. Yeah, we couldn't get the VXP token started, could be for PvP Conquerors. The scroll bar was busted. It was going off down the bottom of the screen. But now it's working, so that's something. Rewards for hitting targets. There was a payout problem, wasn't there? That's been corrected as well. Outstanding. Ah, that one with the trap still. God, that must be annoying the hell out of people. So yeah, if you did spot that trap that was available for research, which probably every single person in the Alliance went and told their mates and went, oh, go and research this trap, and it was taken out. So they still can't load the game. Wow. Mind you, this was then. I don't know if that's the case now. We'll look at update in a minute. So the Fangtooth, the Hunter retrofits. If you research the unintendedly released, your ships are now able to be launched. Now they turned into gunboats. It was worse than that. What's an update? Let's have a look. Oh right, that was the original. Okay, so they finished the fix and 10 PM according to that. So no one should have any problems now, according to this. Okay. Right. Here's what it is. I think we'll do about 10 more minutes and then we'll call it a day on this stream. Unless you've got anything specific. I don't think I'm going to stream my first hit on the co-op. Not just yet. I'll do a video, but I don't think I'll do a stream. In case I get lag or make a complete clown of myself. I think that's worthy of a separate show anyway. How are we doing in here? Oh, we were going to look at the ship, weren't we? Yeah. We were hitting some targets outside. Forgot about that. There we go, Skyfires. So TSM Shocky driving was 15 minutes. What do we got here? 55 minutes. So it is worth driving, isn't it? It's an hour for auto. Nearly 4 times as much. I better check how much. 110. I've still got plenty more yet. $110. That's not bad. Oh, even base parts are out as well. Well, we can do that as well while we're here. If we don't lag, hopefully. No, thank you. No crew, so I'm not going to go for 103. Use a crew, you can get away with almost damage free, but We'll mess around one of these first. There's a 99. No, his Joker's going to hit that, is he? Probably is. Yes. Let's find another one then. That's miles away. Where's that? So it's another sector. It doesn't matter. $216. Blimey, that's a long way away. Go to the next sector for it. Right between the towers. Okay. There she is. I'd like to get some charge armor on these actually, I must admit. I think they try and transform the fleet. Ooh. Lagging already, these goddamn pop-up targets. Stuff jumping around all over the screen. Oh, it's not too bad though. Had plenty worse. Boom, got caught. Well, I was lucky. Let's go this way. Go around the gate. Chase me, chase me, chase me. Thank you. That was lucky. That turret fired. It didn't actually cause any damage. How is that possible? That's weird. Oh no, don't do that. Let's go back to the thing and ready. Skyfires, where are we? How much damage we got now? So it's another hour again. Ooh, that's a problematic one to get to, isn't it? No, that's the 52. I don't want to hit the 52. I want to hit the 85. There we go. Good. Make sure I just hit the right target. Good. Well, I've only got 209, so I'll do some more later on. Right, okay. I think we'll call it a day there. We'll just say thanks very much for popping in, saying hello. Good to have a chat with some people, as ever. Have a good weekend for those that are obviously watching this live. Those that are watching it on replay, I hope you had a good weekend. Plenty of stuff coming up for the raid, plenty of TLCs out there, good co-op stuff. Nice to see that's coming in back into the game. Go and help out some little baby bases and some mid-levels and that sort of stuff if you've got the time. It's only a fleet, isn't it? It's just a fleet. All you gotta do is fix it. Even if it's the last thing you do at night. Go and find someone who's a real low level and just get them to get a ship and go in and get them something. It'll do them the world of good and make them want to stay in the game, which is what we all want to do. It's a community game. Let's do what we can do. Right. I will say thank you very much, and I think what we'll do is we'll remind you, don't forget, it's the raid on the 15th of the month. Bishop's Rock, okay? That's a lighthouse in the UK for those that are here. It's no idea what it is in the States, but it is what it is. Right, take care, all the best. Thanks very much.